Garrett Augustus Morgan Sr. was an African-American inventor, businessman, and community leader. He owned several patents for inventions by the time of his death. His most notable inventions were a 3-position traffic signal, which he would later sell to General Electric. You might have heard of that company before. And a smoke hood, a predecessor to the modern gas mask, particularly those worn and used in World War I. His smoke hood in particular would make him a hero, although he wouldn't get properly recognized for it until many years later. In 1916, Morgan led a rescue that saved several workers' lives who were trapped in a water intake tunnel 50 feet beneath Lake Erie. Before Morgan arrived, 2 previous rescue attempts had failed. The attempted rescuers had become victims themselves by entering the tunnel and were not returning. Morgan was roused in the middle of the night after one of the members of the rescue team, who had seen a demonstration of his smoke hood device, sent a messenger to convince him to come and bring as many of his hoods as he could. He arrived on the scene still wearing his pajamas. Yep, he was in his PJs, and brought his brother Frank and 4 of the hoods with him. Most of the rescuers on the scene were initially skeptical of his device, so he and his brother went into the tunnel along with 2 other volunteers and succeeded in pulling out 2 men from the previous rescue attempts. He emerged carrying a victim on his back, and his brother followed just behind with another. Others joined in after his team succeeded and rescued several more. His device was also used to retrieve the bodies of the rescuers that did not survive. Morgan personally made 4 trips into the tunnel during the rescue, and his health was affected for years afterward from the fumes he encountered there. Though not mentioned here, Morgan either worked on, improved, or created several other inventions over the course of his life. Morgan also discovered and developed a chemical hair processing and straightening solution. He created a successful company based on his hair product inventions, along with a complete line of hair care products, and became involved in the civic and political advancement of African Americans, especially in and around Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, and he is on the record as being the first black man in Cleveland, Ohio to own a car, which might not sound like a big deal now, but was very significant during the times in which he lived. Now imagine doing all of those amazing things with only a 6th grade education. Yep, Morgan only received a 6th grade education at Branch Elementary School in Claysville, then moved in search of work at the age of 14 to Cincinnati, Ohio. It was common for African American children at the turn of the century to quit school at a young age to work full-time. Garrett Morgan found other ways to learn, and the lives of whole generations of people are better for it.